So let's talk about Rin Tezuka, the armless painter whose original sketch inspired this old digesis in the first place. Her story delivers possibly the most intellectually stimulating and emotionally confounding narrative in the game, mostly because of how she's presented. She's a weird, incomprehensible, too smart for her age, independent thinker that's completely straightforward about everything she says, while simultaneously being plagued by her inability to properly express herself to others, thus coming off as cryptic and baffling whenever she speaks. Her whole existence is the one of an artist in desperate search of answers about herself, life, and the human condition, but she's tragically incapable to communicate with others in an understandable way, only through her paintings. Her issues are completely unrelated to the fact that she was born without arms, especially since she can do almost everything with her feet, but rather they are a more profound existential crisis that links her artistic research with what is essentially the conflict that defines being a teenager on the verge of adulthood: the need for change. Let's now rejoin our protagonists as their story continues. Oh, wow. Oh, it has been a while, isn't it? Oh boy. Welcome back, everyone, to Katawa Shoujo, the game that needs two people to be played, apparently.
Yes.
So we once called this game the game that plays itself, but apparently it can't play itself, otherwise it will be over by now, because
it needs two people to run this thing.
Apparently it needs player number one and backseat player.
Yes.
Me. And
so
we've been on a hiatus for this game for, what, I think the better part of 8 months by now.
Yeah, that's kind of funny with us, isn't it? I mean, we're not dealing with wizards with strange word plays. We're not dealing with ponies. Yet we seem to have trouble getting back to this game.
We've been distracted by so many things happening simultaneously. It's a kind of a pity, really. This is a game that deserves someone's full attention. That someone should have been us, but hey, better late than never.
Oh yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. But...
So, okay, this necessitates a bit of a recap. You know what? Just go see our previous episodes of this Let's Play that we're doing. I cannot be bothered to do a proper recap with a montage detailing all that happened since episode 1. What do you think this is? Lost? Jeez.
And here's me thinking that you were going to just fast forward yourself, explain the entire thing.
Oh, hell no. That's too much work. I don't have all that free time, you know. So...
By the way, just so that everyone knows, I ended up finding out that earlier this year that Japan is going to do an OVA on this particular game.
Oh no, they're going to ruin everything.
I said OVA, not an anime series.
Again, they're going to ruin everything. With an OVA, it's like you have 50% more chances of ruining something.
Oh gosh.
It's mathematical.
But yeah, I just thought that'd be interesting for people to know.
They're going to turn it into a freaking harem. That's what they're going to do. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't adapt this story to anything. Don't, please.
What? Not even into puppetry?
How would you have this work in puppetry?
Well, you could cut off the arms off one of the puppets, and you know.
Okay, there's a girl that's actually lacking harm, so that's a bit offensive. What you just said.
I'm sorry.
Then again, who am I to judge? I made the most offensive jokes during this playthrough.
I'm sorry if if it offended anyone, but just know I didn't really mean it in that context.
You don't have to justify yourself with me or anyone watching this. I mean, the game is literally titled Crippled Girls. So I say we are a bit past the politically correctness at this point.
Alright. Anyway,
even though it's a really sweet story.
Anyway, we've been talking for 5 minutes now, stuck on this one bit, so shall we get going with the story?
Well, I don't know, I want to talk for 10 more minutes about about my personal experience with acne. That would be an interesting argument to have. Okay, so it all began on that spring of 95.
No, I'm wiping away your memory.
I'm just kidding. I really never had any problem with acne growing up. Actually, I did, but they were all inside my mouth.
No. Look, I'm wiping away the memory.
They were all inside my mouth. One time, I had the tongue so full of acne. So it was so.
Look, I'm wiping away all the memory.
I could only feed myself
Stop
through
on the memory here. Look, there's no memory montage here.
All right, so Devar, do the narrating thing that you do so well.
Okay. 2 days later, I'm feeling less miserable. I even go for a long, brisk, healthy walk like the nurse recommended. Sorry, I was a bit taken back by the commas.
Oh, yes.
The commas, they scare me.
The never-ending struggle between this intellectually fulfilling text and its punctuation continues.
Something which I had avoided and dodged with all sorts of excuses earlier.
There's George Takei is very amused that you're taking walks.
Yes, and she...
Nakai?
Yes.
Nakai-kun?
I was about to say she.
It's a he last time we checked.
Yes.
Honestly, why did we have to check? That was horrifying.
I feel more active in class as well, delighting our science homeroom teacher, Mr. Muto, with correct and promptly delivered answers. Which is very different from what voice you give him, Madhog. With, you know, who couldn't properly give the questions fast enough.
Okay, I think I dropped the Jeff Goldblum cross with Porky Pig act with this guy a long time ago.
Yeah. The break right now between the 2 morning classes is too short for any sort of meaningful activity, but too long to just spend it sitting in the classroom and doing nothing. Oh,
people!
Okay. So I was hoping that we could do the look, there's a nice picture over there. It reminds me of the time I really dyed my hair full of blood. Oh, you should have seen it. All the guts were right around my head, and it was like a nice.
Why do they keep pushing John Cena for crying out loud? Can we know who should have won the title? Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, maybe I should...
We haven't done this in a long time. It felt
hard. For old time's sakes, and I probably disturbed someone, knowing me. Going out into the hallway isn't much better, but flexing my stiffened muscles is a better use of time than letting them get even stiffer by staying seated.
You know, I wouldn't think you would have actual physical space to stretch your muscles, considering how crowded this hallway is, and with those horrible scribbled people.
Yeah, he stretches he stretches,
consuming your life around them.
He stretches and then suddenly rips the shoulder off of one of the paper cutout people. The door of the neighboring classroom door opens, and the students of 3-4 emerge to further fill up the already semi-crowded hallway. It seems their teacher kept them in for a few extra minutes. Emmy is among them. She notices me noticing her.
I notice you, you notice me.
I look at him, and she looks at me.
You say potato, and I say potato.
Which almost makes me look away on reflex.
Oh, she spotted you. I see you.
I don't, however, and Emmy smiles at me as she happily skips towards me past the other students.
There is no escaping from Hammy. She will find you wherever you go. You're doomed.
She will find you, and then she will crash into you.
Yes, and she will cause you a heart attack, and she will kill you.
Emmy looks pretty energetic, showing no sign of illness whatsoever. It seems she's recovered from the cold.
Oh yeah, she used to have a cold 8 months ago.
Yes. Oh, I forgot what voice we'd given her.
Good morning, Austin!
Oh yes, the Vince McMahon voice. Nice to see you back on your feet. Feeling better now?
Shut up!
She looks fine to me, but I still feel compelled to ask.
Thanks, and yeah, I do. It was just a cold, nothing serious, Austin.
I took Stone Cold Stunners worse than colds.
You're fired.
Emmy laughs confidently as if to emphasize her condition. I wonder for a moment what would count as serious in Emmy's book.
Oh man.
How about being bedridden? She seems to be eager to put the topic aside though. Where are you going?
I'm going to screw Bret Hart, Austin.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, you have to open that scar.
Oh, well, come on, it's been almost 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years ago today.
Honestly, there are far more fresher wounds to put salt in it as of late, like Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, that.
Damn it, Hogan! We're trying to change our face here. We're no longer racist. I had decided we're no longer racist last month, so you cannot be racist anymore. Damn it! You're fired.
If I can't be racist, you can't.
Yeah, nobody gets to be racist anymore because I decided so. I am Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Damn it!
Okay, and that was your topical joke for the day, guys.
Yes, of course. Off to Rin's room to see if she's awake yet. I'm going to get there 10 seconds flat.
Oh, she skipped the morning class? A sheepish smile emerges on Emmy's face and she gets slightly flustered.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
I think we all know what goes on here.
You fired her, didn't you? I mean, you actually, it's the opposite of fire. She gave her the cold. Oh, see how I work around that joke? I am so clever.
I was gonna say that she probably, took her crumpets.
What does that even... Not exactly. You see, it seems that she caught the cold that I had while we were making out in the privacy of our home.
Sorry to hear that. Well, she was out in the rain on Sunday with us after all. I saw her on Monday and she was feeling a bit under the weather back then too.
Yeah, anyway, I'll ask the nurse. Did someone say nurse? Oh my! The nurse for some cold medication to give her if she doesn't get better soon. And if she doesn't get better soon, I ain't going to...
She leaves for the girls' dorm.
Give her all the time she needs, because I'm not a bastard who fires people on a whim anymore.
She leaves for the girls' dorm. I want to go with her to wish Rin well. I want to tell her that I'm better now, too, but it doesn't feel appropriate. An unspecified...
I think you cannot be able to physically move from all these crowded dust people that are basically trapping you in the hallway.
Dust people, dust people.
Is this going to become a thing? Hashtag dust people attack.
It sounds like a really crappy song that someone decided to be metaphorical and philosophical, but it just comes off as being pretentious.
Sounds like a country music.
An unspecified feeling diverts my thoughts away. Somehow I just can't summon the resolve to go in there. Is this what Iwanako went through when...
Iwanako.
Yeah, I was about to say Iwanako, but I ended up correcting myself when I didn't need to, because I haven't said this name in a while. When she tried to tell me what she felt.
Is this a flashback? No, it's the day changing.
Time goes on, time goes on, time goes on, time goes on.
Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself.
Oh no, please don't tell me see Kenji. Even though I'm feeling more energetic, I'm still hesitant about going over there to talk to Rin. It's not until 2 days later on Friday that I finally gather enough courage to enter the girls' dorm. I ask the first person I meet in Cypher directions to Rin's room.
Okay, that we actually find Kenji in the basically what counts in his mind as the enemy's headquarters.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was like dressed as a bush in the dorm.
Actually, I would think he would be cross-dressing in order to infiltrate.
Oh god. I knock on Rin's unmarked door and wait. After a few seconds of silence, I hear something rustling inside the room. I start wondering if maybe I should have brought something for her, like a can of warm coffee or some oranges.
Or a can of worms.
I could have peeled them for her. Well, too late now.
Yup, do.
The door opens soundlessly. It was already unlocked, and I find myself staring at Rin, who stares back at me, and I look at her.
I'm pretty sure it's a really sweet moment. Too bad we cannot actually see it.
She looks like she just got out of bed with her hair all messed up.
Okay. I still don't have to censor anything, but she sure lacks any sense of decor.
And barely any clothes on.
It's okay. Apparently, she does not have a fully developed sense of what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm trying to remember the word myself, other than dignity.
No. She's very dignified.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to think of what the other word
is. Hello. Okay, did she turn into freaking Yako from Animaniacs?
Well, she's smiling. I wonder if she's high on cold medicine or something.
Apparently she's having a feverish Monday, so to speak. So that's why she has completely changed her attitude, and this is kind of taking us aback.
There is a strange, stupid-looking smile on Rin's face. I'm not exactly sure why.
She has 40 degrees of fever.
Who are you, really? Are you an alien that has taken over Rin's body?
Are you Kenji in disguise?
Rin smiles so rarely that it seems to be out of place every time, especially so now. Given her partially undressed state, said state makes me feel extremely conflicted about whether or not this was a good idea.
Let's let the people on YouTube decide that.
I think we're gonna have like a lot of yes, and more yes.
And then here comes the social justice warrior who's going to have us remove this video from YouTube.
Her cheeks are flushed rose red, contrasting with the milky pale complexion of a person who doesn't get enough sunlight. Oh, that's me then. Her forehead looks sweaty, as though she might have a fever.
Oh, she's got a fever, alright. She's got a Pac-Man fever. I got a Pac-Man fever! Etc.
Now what? I didn't plan... Now what? I didn't plan anything further than this. And Rin is staring...
Well, I'm all out of ideas. Time to plunge into the deep end.
well, I'm all out of ideas. Best jump out the window. I didn't plan anything further than this, and Rin is staring at me with those expectant eyes of hers again. Something about this situation gives me very strange vibes. Her eyes are even more vacant than usual, and she seems to have a hard time focusing them on anything. The lack of clothing is disturbing!
I find your lack of clothing disturbing.
But since she herself...
That was necessary. That was necessary. You cannot say it wasn't.
No, it definitely wasn't necessary. But since she herself doesn't seem to be bothered, why should I be?
You know, did we mention before that she has a fever, so she might not have full control over her intellectual functions and mental faculties and all of that. Then again, this is Rin we're talking about, so she never had any sense of restraint, and that's the word I was looking for before. Any sense of restraint when it comes to just tell to your face what she's thinking at the moment. And that's one thing that we love about her character so much. Her bluntness, which is delivered with such beautiful deadpannery.
In such a casual manner.
Deadpannery, that's a new word I just invented. Deadpannery.
Casual.
Trademark Madhog Master. Deadpannery.
Casual Deadpannery.
Casual Deadpannery. This is the title for this episode. Casual Deadpannery. I love it. I'm a genius. I'm a comedic genius.
I keep telling myself that. I keep telling myself I'm a genius.
I'm a comedic genius.
I thought I'd pay you a visit since you haven't been at the art club, and I wanted to talk with you and wish you well?
Grappling hook!
Rin doesn't show any sign of recognizing what I just said, making me wonder if she actually understood my words, or she even heard them. Maybe it's the fever making her groggy. She might have actually been asleep before I came over.
Okay.
Oh, well, plan C, jump out the window!
I thought that was plan B.
Nope, that's plan C as well.
Okay, so basically you jump over the window with plan B, then you come back and you jump all over the window again with plan C. That seems a bit unnecessary.
Well, it works.
It never works. You just get glass all over you.
She turns on her heel and withdraws from the door, walking back inside the small...
Oh my god! Rin just turned heel! Nobody was expecting that. And next thing you know, she's going to lose to have John Cena pushed again and win the title.
Yeah. Walking back inside the small room. From the doorway, I can see her walk to her bed and half fall down, half sit down on the messy pile of bed sheets. The open doorway seems to be more of an obstacle in my mind than the closed door was, but since Rin doesn't say anything else, I step through it and into her room, back into the forbidden zone.
More like back into the danger zone.
Ooh.
Huh?
Okay, this seems like an interesting room.
I think it's a pretty nondescript room. Aside from the art on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The art on the wall looks quite nice. Rin is on her bed, leaning against the wall, leaving the only chair in the room for me. You mean
where? I cannot... Wait, I cannot see her. Is she invisible right now?
You mean this chair right here?
You mean the chair she's clearly not set on?
Yes. Well...
Okay, honestly, we haven't talked about this ever before in all the 20 plus episodes we did of this playthrough, but there is clearly a dissonance in between the characters, which are obviously hand-drawn, and the scenes in which are usually photographed. So sometimes you would have a character edited into a scene, sometimes you would have a character completely not being in the scene for matters of time and whatnot, and some other times you would have seen it actually hand-drawn just like the characters themselves. So this creates a bit of a inconsistent in between the aesthetic style of the game as a whole.
She keeps quiet even after...
And it's something you only notice after playing this for hours on end.
Yeah, like we do.
It's
She keeps
pretty much.
She keeps quiet even after I sit down, so maybe she meant to invite me in, but just forgot to say aloud? An implied invitation, as it were?
Maybe she tried to telepathically communicate with you, because she tried that before, as I recall. Very exciting. Nobody has visited me before.
How about Emmy?
She doesn't count. We make out every day, so it's kind of...
Because that's what girls do, apparently.
Yes, because that's all girls who are sharing a room together do in everywhere in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Yes, guys playing this game, all your fantasy fetishes are true.
I'm pretty sure you boys do it too.
Yes, but aren't all boys cute gay people to exploit for the female marketable demographic?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, the breaking of the silence.
Wow, we're being so we're being so socially
challenging
relevant right now.
Yeah, socially challenging the conceptions of gender.
No, I just said socially relevant.
The breaking of the silence draws my attention from the room to its inhabitant, who currently seems to be in the middle of a very profound thought process.
She's speaking about yaoi porn.
I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about that right now.
She's thinking about how to draw an abstract interpretation of a yaoi porn.
It'd be the best porno ever.
It'd be the most incomprehensible porn ever. What exactly am I look at? Is this a penis? Is this a vagina? Is this a muscle? This seems like Marcel Duchamp or interpretation of cubism. It does. I don't get it. Okay, so that was me being a bit snarky in a intellectually satisfying way for all the intellectually needy people out there. Anyway, actually, that was not true about visiting. But Amy doesn't count even if she visits.
Because we kiss just once and then she leaves.
No, because she's the roommate.
Oh.
Also, she's a vampire. My roommate is a vampire. Go figure. She also works as a DJ at nights, and she has this hobby of blowing up buildings, specifically named Equestria Daily for some reason. And then the Nakai basically slightly taps her head to get back into reality and out of the reality she thinks she's in. Quit it while you are ahead. She always pampers me too much. I think she's having too much fun. I think I forgot how to put a brown on by myself. Can you help me with that? Fan service, fan service, fan service.
Yeah, just fan service dropping everywhere, including plugging Ross's channel.
Oh, did someone say fan service? I am Ross. I sound exactly like this. Sound something like this. I'm Ross Ferris. Boobies, boobies, boobies.
I'm pretty sure Ross sounds something more like this.
Okay, okay. Honestly, it's kind of impossible to imitate.
Yes,
that voice.
it's impossible to imitate anyone's voice. She looks groggily down at her chest.
Which is probably why I don't have one on. Now that I think about it.
Now that I think about it, do you use your mouth to put it on before you had anyone's help?
No, Amy used to do that job. Because after we kissed and make out.
We should really drop that joke now.
I don't know. It's still an ad turner.
I haven't failed to notice that Rin doesn't have her shirt buttoned up either, but I try to keep my eyes strictly locked on hers. Keep it there. If you look down, you will explode. It's rather evident that she's not a very body-conscious person.
That's an interesting way to put it.
My own body, however, is quite conscious of hers right now.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Points for honesty, I guess.
Yeah, but he's not being honest to her. He's been honest with himself.
Well, it's been honest to us who are reading his thoughts. She came to wake me up at 7:30 today. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, waking up 7:30? What type of monster is she?
Yes, you need to sleep at least 12 hours a day.
Yeah, sleep until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Even 2 o'clock if necessary.
She pauses for a while and glances up at my dumbfounded face. Huh?
Huh? Hey look, I'm Tim Allen. Huh? On second thought, you probably can. It's not like that reverse rainbow fish I tried to imagine earlier. That was hard. And once again, we have absolutely no idea nor context of what she's talking about.
Well, yeah, that seems like a pretty normal time to wake up if you want to go to class in the morning. I'm trying to sound as reasonable as possible to counteract Rin's unreasonable annoyance.
Told her to sod off.
Wow, that's a very British way of putting it.
Well, for all you know, one of the writers might have been British.
Yeah, it's a bet now, because that's a very famous way for British people to say, go away.
She gave me these meds and told me to take them.
And she told me...
And after that, I started to see weird babies crawling on the ceiling and turning their heads 180 degrees to look at me.
I follow her eyes.
And rave music started to play really, really loudly in the background for some reason.
I follow her eyes to the night table and then to the pill bottle sitting on top of it.
Which looks exactly like the pills we do have for our heart.
I pick it up and turn it around to look at the label so I can see what kind of medication Emmy brought.
Cocaine in pills.
Well, no, it's codeine.
So close.
Active ingredient, codeine.
Oh my gosh, it actually sounds similar.
You took all of these?
Are you trying to kill yourself? No. Yes. I've been eating some since there's so many of them. Seem to make this thing not so bad. Oh boy.
She is high as a kite then.
Actually, I think I'm feeling just fine. Sting. This is the onomatopoeic sound of her falling, by the way.
Her head lolls around and round. Lolls round and round. That's a word I've not seen ever used.
That's a word that exists, apparently.
Making it look like she is either trying to stretch her neck muscles or possibly pass out. She took several of these pills? Can that be safe?
Oh, gee, what do you think, genius?
At least it's bound to have some side effects, which I'm afraid I'm witnessing right now.
I am feeling just fine. I am fine. I feel pretty and witty and gay. So much gay. I got to go find Emmy now and make out with her some more.
Oh gosh, Madhog.
I don't know, it's still funny to me. And to you too, because you're still snickering, don't deny it.
I'm just laughing because it's so silly.
Exactly, that's what I'm going for. Just someone take this buzzing away from my head. I can't think straight.
Okay.
That's why I'm gay. Jesus. Now it's the game that's giving me material to work on.
The annoyed expression returns to Rin's face.
She looks actually kind of in trouble now.
Yeah.
It's like many of those insect things, or one really big insect thing. Okay, are you reminiscing that level from the Lilac playthrough in Freedom Planet? There were indeed a lot of bugs there. Like, a whole lot of bugs.
Yeah, a whole lot of bugs.
So many bugs everywhere, they were literally covering the entire screen.
And I swear that slows down.
Yes, you'd think so. With lots of wings, very much color and everything. I have this dream about, in which I am a serial killer that calls himself Buffalo Bill.
Wearing an owl head for a mask.
Anyway, what's the word for those? Being crazy? Oh, never mind, I remembered. It's butterflies!
Butterflies.
Oh, this reminds me of that awesome line. She said something like, people vomiting butterflies or something like that.
She smiles slightly at her last observation. The small pause in her monologue is not long enough for me to dare say something that could potentially, but not likely, salvage this discussion.
What's there to say for this discussion? I love butterflies! They are the best animal. They are so cute and delicate, and they die only after 3 days. But it doesn't matter if their life is short, it's all a matter of perspective. It doesn't matter if life ends. It's not the end that counts, it's the journey till the end. You need to enjoy life, like the butterflies do. For some reason I'm being so profound about butterflies. Poetry in motion, those butterflies are.
Silly.
And butterfly vomit. Did you see any on your way here?
So I can eat them?
So they can assimilate one of them and become a butterfly.
And be their queen.
Isao.
She utters my name as an afterthought, possibly to make clear that she is now addressing me instead of just speaking her mind to whoever might be listening.
Well, I am listening. I I am hanging on her every word, even if I don't get most of what she's saying.
Sorry, Rin, I wasn't reading that. I was too busy listening to the music. This odd situation has left me speechless, more or less, since the moment Rin first opened her mouth. Now that she herself doesn't seem to have anything else to add, silence fills the small room.
Is the music still going on?
Yes.
Then it's not silence, you dunderheads!
It makes me glance around again in an attempt to find something to talk about. The post-it notes!
Well, how about that old-fashioned portable TV you got going there?
Yeah, that looks like it could play, video games?
No, not really.
Well, the old-fashioned types?
Maybe you can play the Odyssey.
Rin's room is about as small as mine. The big window, which takes up most of the wall furthest from the door, opens to the east, just like mine. It looks very normal, which strikes me as strange. I expected something more... what's the word? Different!
Different!
About a dozen paintings, most of them is in Rin's signature's abstract style, and a few art posters are taking up almost all the available wall space. But that's about the only real difference between her room and mine. The room is not exactly aesthetic, but it doesn't look like what I expected from a girl's room either. And yes, you can laugh because that is a word I've not read before.
Aesthetic. Don't you know what asceticism is? It's that philosophy, usually ingrained with Hindu and Buddhist culture, which I'm running my mouth here. But basically, asceticism involves basically giving up all of your material possessions to embrace an enlightenment that comes from essentially embracing your spirituality and forgetting all about material needs, which also include things like feeding yourself or drinking in the most extremes of cases.
Well, I've heard about that practice, but not about the word.
So basically, this pretentious teenage guy that knows big words and wants us to know that he knows big words is telling us that a room is not exactly completely pragmatic, completely devoid of, completely dedicated to pragmatism, completely devoid of useless junk, but it's still not as colorful as he imagined it to be. So there.
A faint smell of art. What? You could smell art now?
I can.
Yes,
I like the smell of art in the morning.
Yes. The Mona Lisa smells like tropical mangoes.
It smells like victory.
Of paint and paper is floating in the air. It's the same smell the art room has. Rin isn't too concerned about being tidy. It seems everything she owns seems to be arranged in various piles around her room. Your room looks nice. Great save, man.
In quotation marks.
Great save.
Yeah.
It's an empty sentence one uses to fill empty spaces in conversations, just like you do when you're visiting someone in the hospital. But my wits are failing me pretty hard right now.
She might be giving you the cold, literally.
Yeah.
Not just the cold shoulder, but literally the cold that she has. Yeah. Would you like me to show you the places?
Places?
Wait, there is more than one place?
So you're saying to me that there's a room that looks like exactly like this one that you want to show both of them off to me? She looks down at her half-open shirt quizzically, making me inadvertently follow her gaze to her chest. No, it's a trap!
It's a trap!
Oh. Oh, you.
Well, I guess I already did. These are the places. Right here. on my chest.
On my chest.
These are the places I wanted you to show around.
Yeah, I called this one Costa del Sol and this other one Valhalla.
You shouldn't be making this joke with a freaking high school girl.
Oh gosh, I forget that constantly.
Yes, well, they are technically 18, but still.
I can't deny that, no matter how hard I try to act properly.
You're doing a fantastic job, by the way. That erection you got going on for 45 minutes straight doesn't show at all. Don't worry about that. Just don't worry. Keep it going. Just keep talking about asceticism and bodyism and abstract art. You're going so great with that. It is very nice that you come to see me and these...
and these places.
Jeez, now I cannot let that go for 1 second. It makes me feel very... what's that weird, you know, that one about things and stuff? Happy? I don't know, happy? Is that the word?
Is that maybe what you're thinking of?
Anyway, you came.
No, Madhog, no.
With everything that we set up until now, come on, this is the exclamation point. Oh, jeez, this is so immature.
I know.
I can't help it. I'm indulging in my immaturity right now. I feel like I'm 15 years younger.
I think maybe time with Ross has affected us more than we thought.
Damn it, Ross! Yes, it's all his fault. That's the only explanation. That's the only logical, rational explanation I can come up with in this moment of panic.
Then again, I blame a few people.
Anyway, you came. Jesus.
Rin's rambling makes me remember that I actually came here for a reason.
Yes, because she wanted to show me her places. That's why I came for a reason. Jeez.
Hey.
Oh no, this is getting worse.
Hey, about what we talked on Monday on the rooftop, remember?
Oh man.
Do you really want to ask her when she's high?
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about any of that. It didn't mean anything to me.
Rin doesn't seem to be exactly attentive right now. Not that she ever is. I plow ahead and get off my chest anyway.
Oh, please don't say I plow ahead in this context.
Don't you mean your places?
Okay, now that's getting old fast, actually.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to be better from now on. I guess. I hate being pathetic, so I decided that I'm not going to be anymore.
Well, good for you.
I guess.
Now you actually calm down your erection a little bit. It's starting to get awkward.
I guess that's...
So you're going to be fine.
I guess that's all.
Okay. Isn't that good?
Great, you're both as awkward as each other.
Okay, she's still... Okay, I think at this point she actually had to realize that your disability is not erectile dysfunction.
The blurry words flow out.
It's definitely not that.
Yeah. The blurry words flow out of her lips slowly and uncontrollably. Yes, I said uncontrollably.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, I think. That's what I think. I think that's what I'm thinking that I'm thinking right now when I think. You shouldn't look so sad all the time. I mean, looking sad is fine if you are not sad, but you look sad like you're actually sad. I don't know, that seems... makes perfect sense to me.
Yes, we don't need to question this.
And that's no good.
We're skipping that.
Are you going to... I'm Sonic! Are you going to some training camp where they make men out of boys on mountaintop meditation? Well, that's no good!
Wait, make men out of boys in a training camp?
Oh, I think she means some military camp.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, sometimes the things she says, she sounds like me saying those things, because I have that kind of humor, you know?
Yeah.
The kind that wants to take you off guard whenever it gets the chance to do so. Oh man. Oh, I guess that's fine too.
The sentences come out of her mouth and probably her brain, one at a time with a small pause between each, making her gibberish hard to understand.
Again, sounds exactly like me.
I don't know, but I get the strange feeling she's trying to concentrate a bit more harder at this point.
Uh-huh. I just think it seemed like a good idea. Maybe it's not.
Rin finishes with one more line, getting to say the last word over herself. An impressive display of what I can only describe as mental shadow boxing.
That's a great expression. Love it.
I'm trying to understand how that would work. While I'm embarrassing myself, might as well tell you that I'm sorry that I had said some stupid things to you last week.
Okay, basically shadow boxing is when you're boxing your own shadow.
Yeah, I know, but
literally.
I just meant
basically
the mental one. I'm trying to imagine...
It's a form of boxing training, so yeah.
I learned that from cartoons, actually, shadow boxing.
Okay, yes, because cartoons would have you literally boxing your shadow, like in that Goofy cartoon. I bet that's the one you were thinking of.
I've seen it twice, actually. Once in Looney Tunes and once in Goofy, yes. It's your own business to decide what you're going to do. She seems to not register my words first, but then understanding lights in her eyes, and she waves her head around in a way that could be interpreted as anything.
Sounds like her. It's okay.
She said it with cap logs.
It's 0 killed.
I
probably said stupid things too.
Profound? Maybe?
It's just sometimes a bit hard to keep my thoughts the way I like them.
Yes, you have to categorize them.
And I don't like them ever. They are not very straight, at least most of the time.
Just like you!
Oh, we're still going on that. Not that I want to have them straight. I want gay thoughts, but I cannot have them. I am so envious of gay people. They can have gay thoughts all the time. I just wish they were at least in some shape. Round is fine too, but I need more definition.
How about
this is actually pretty good. All jokes aside, this is actually a pretty good character moment that she's having.
Yeah.
She's basically trying to convey how she perceives reality and the world around her. It's giving us a connection between what she paints being a representation of the thoughts she has all the time. Thoughts that have no shape or form. It's her own continued struggle to understand herself before she can even dare to understand anyone else around her. It's kind of sad, but it's also kind of brilliant. Anyway, back to being immature and childish. My thoughts are very messy, because they are not gay.
Just like everyone else's thoughts.
Because gay people have tidy thoughts. That's why I want gay thoughts. And now I'm being homophobic, apparently. Oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone's thoughts are messy. Don't worry about that.
Messy.
It doesn't help when you repeat that word.
Messy, messy. Oh, did she just faint?
Yes, I think she just fell asleep. She repeats the word melancholy, then flops lying down on her bed and nuzzles her head against her pillows, shutting her eyes. Oh, this is a nice scene.
Yes. Well, time to watch her sleep like a creep.
Well, Plan D, best run while screaming out the door.
Why all your plans involve screaming at things?
Because it works.
It doesn't. It never does. Enough. Tired. You should go. I'm going to sleep again.
Alright. She opens one of her eyes to look at me. I think she wants to see if you're gonna try anything.
Wait a minute. Did she just change the color of her eyes in between scenes?
I think it's just the lighting. Because it looks like it could be green, but because of the sunlight, it's making it, you know, paler.
Oh, you know, it could just be a mistake. Was it you who likes to look at sleeping girls, or someone else?
I think it was you.
I met so many people who like to look me when I sleep. I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe there were many of those. That's worrying a little bit. I can't remember. You can stay if you want.
Oh, but that's sending me mixed signals.
Yeah, to say the least.
No, I'll leave. I have to do homework anyway. Yeah, homework.
I had to run towards the bathroom for some unexplained reasons.
Not gay reasons.
No, they are very, very straight reasons. I'll tell you that.
I stand up from the chair and take a step towards the door. Hey, let me guess, is Emmy gonna walk in? Oh.
Wait.
Her request stops me in my tracks. Not that I intended to scoot off right away.
And now she's making a derp face.
I look over my shoulder at the girl lying on her bed again, with the strangest kind of smile on her features. She should smile more often.
I can walk you to the door.
But the door is not that far away.
It's the least a gentleman can do.
To be a gentleman, you need to be certain credentials.
Who said that? Nobody has the. Nobody has the. Nobody has the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Who says a woman can be a gentleman just because she's not a man? That's sexist.
Yes, I'm very sexist apparently. Rin giggles like a little kid, making me be.
Yes, everyone is sexist. You're a sexist. She's sexist. Everyone is sexist. That girl over there is sexist towards other girls because
yes.
I'm a social justice warrior and this is Tumblr.
Hashtag sexist. Hashtag sexist 2015.
You entered my domain.
Rin giggles like a little kid, making me beyond absolutely certain that she took far too much of her cold medication today.
Oh, gee, you think? I've always wanted to say that.
Oh.
Okay, I bet you're thinking of a certain scene from a certain Richard Gere film at this point.
Slowly and with difficulty, Rin first rises to a sitting position again. Then she stands up with even more difficulty and more slowly still. As if guided by some masculine automation, my eyes instantly lower to the curve of her thighs and the striped panties, at which point my manners force me to lift my gaze back to Rin's eye level.
I can hear the gears grinding in his brain as he does so. Yes.
It's getting almost too hard to do that.
Oh! He said hard.
He said do that. He said do that.
Oh, he said hard. Yeah,
Rin...
I have a hard on going on right now. Anyway.
Rin is standing.
Shut up, Beavis.
Shut up, butthead.
Damn it, Beavis. Okay.
Rin is standing, although barely. It looks like she has trouble keeping her usually decent balance. Again, probably a side effect of the medicine. She takes an unsteady step towards me, then another smaller one as she notices that it's not a good idea to try and take big steps. Oh, it's like she's learning to walk again.
Baby steps, Rin. Baby steps.
I feel my muscles tense as I prepare to catch Rin as she falls down. Oh!
Okay, I was not expecting this.
She manages to take 2 more steps before she falls against me. To my surprise, neither her downwards momentum nor our slight height difference are able to stop Rin from pressing her heart-shaped lips squarely against mine.
How did you notice she has heart-shaped lips in that amount of time?
I'm gonna guess he, looked at her lips a lot. As our lips part after a confusing moment of nothing, but the taste of Rin.
I like the taste of rain in the morning.
It's like the smell of heart.
It tastes like victory.
I look down at her, trying to find some explanation for this bewildering event.
Butterfly vomit.
Damn it, gods of whatever trope we are living. The euphoric smile of a madman broadens on Rin's lips again, and...
I wonder if I will remember this tomorrow. You probably won't.
I will.
Probably... But we will!
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely will. I'm absolutely stumped on how to respond. Rin takes a step backwards, separating her body from mine, making me only now realize that they were even connected in the first place. The second step is actually a fall backwards, luckily straight onto her bed.
Are you serious? I cannot see her on the bed.
The soft thud Rin's thin body makes against the mattress breaks the silence.
Oh, there she is.
I move quickly over to her to see if she's hurt herself, only to be met with the peaceful face of dreaming. Rin sleeps. Yeah, great, and... you know...
Great deduction, Sherlock.
She is lying diagonally across the bed, somehow managing to have simultaneously fallen asleep while standing up, and fallen down in a way that she didn't injure herself. Fool's luck.
Well, that's one way to put it.
I tuck Rin in, covering her with the sheets as well as I can. Well, you look like you did a perfectly nice job, considering...
Yeah, apparently you're the master of shit.
Yeah, you're the master of taking... you're the master of shit, apparently.
You're the master of shit. That sounds so bad. Oh, man.
It's a bad pun.
Don't take that out. You shouldn't take that out of context.
She feels very light, even though I'm not that strong. I stand up to look at her. The oval-shaped face, the dark eyelashes shut against the feverish cheeks, the slender body covered with pale sheets.
Isao, you're doing it again.
You stop getting too close. Rin sleeps.
Isao, you're watching her sleep again.
A conflict? No, conflicts. Plural churn inside of me. I think about calling a nurse to keep an eye on her, but...
Did someone say nurse?
But decide against it, and then he kicks Nurse Decay out the window.
Nurse George Decay is very disappointed in you.
Then he kicks him out the window. But decides against it. After taking one more glance at her peaceful face, I decide that she'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
I do pocket the remaining pills, though. I exit the room and close the door soundlessly behind me.
You know, okay, we joke about this game all the time because we're trying to put on a show for entertainment's sake.
Yeah.
But that was a genuinely sweet moment that the two of them just had.
Yes, I'll admit, the romantic side of me had my heart flutter.
Yes, with that said, I could use a little less of Isao sounding so utterly pretentious every time he has to describe something.
I exhale deeply, only now realizing I had held my breath for the better part of a minute.
I mean, if somebody here has to sound pretentious, that should be me.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
Teaching you about asceticism and cubism and abstract art.
Yeah. Taking a moment...
and referencing Marcel Duchamp. You can't get more pretentious than that, apparently. Because the internet decided that people who actually know stuff are automatically pretentious. Jeez.
Taking a moment to relax, I try to calm down my heart, racing like a jackrabbit. Oh, the day goes on.
Yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself.
Kill yourself, kiss yourself, kiss yourself.
How can you kiss yourself?
Better than killing yourself. I had trouble getting to sleep that night, so the next morning finds me exceptionally groggy. I briefly... So, you're having Rin's moment now. I briefly consider skipping class, but remind myself that I was supposed to be a stronger person now.
I was thinking of grog, actually.
Grog?
Yes,
grog,
grog. I was pondering if I should put that clip of what's basically your joke in this video, but I decided ultimately against it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's be a bit, pushing it.
Yeah, pushing. We are pushing boundaries here, you guys.
Yeah, we're pushing lesbian boundaries here.
We are pushing pansexual boundaries at this rate.
I get up like a good boy.
Which, by definition, do not have limiting boundaries. The pansexual thing, that is.
Yeah. I get up like a good boy. Come on, boy! And put on my uniform.
Aha! Hey, hello! Oh, wait, I should say, aha! Hey, he's home!
Then make my way to the main school building without eating breakfast.
I wonder if we're going to see our favorite painting ever. Nope.
Nope, we skipped the favorite painting.
I like that Clovis painting for some reason. It's been with us since the beginning of this.
Yes, it's always there supporting us, even from the background.
Yeah.
I sit in my seat in classroom free, waving a greeting to Misha and Shizune. Like
Shizune, you can do it. You can pronounce it.
Yeah, sorry, it's just I ended up stuttering a bit. You know me, and stuttering is my like best buddies.
Yeah. Well, I tend to stutter too, so yes.
Like I do every morning, and let the day wash over me. The afternoon classes are always longer than those in the morning. This is true regardless of whether I count it by minute or by the number of doodles drawn in my notebooks.
Oh, that's a great way to count the passing of time. How many doodles do you draw?
Let's see.
Okay, this lesson was 150 doodles long.
Well, hopefully Misha will not, stare in front of our face.
Oh god, I forgot about Five Nights at Misha. Jeez.
I keep thinking about Rin. Did I manage to properly
Isao is going into the zone again.
Did I manage to properly tell her that I want to get better? Did she understand a word of what I was saying? I think about the kiss we shared and what it means. Does it count as a kiss if someone, falls into you?
Well, also, she was in a state of high fever, so that doesn't exactly count as a consensual, rational activity.
No.
Nevertheless, he is smitten.
She was so out of her mind. Maybe it means nothing, but we've been getting closer lately. What does that mean? It means you like her.
Abadoi?
I think about Rin more and more nowadays. I wonder if she thinks about me.
I think she thinks you as a butterfly most of the time.
Yeah, a butterfly she can eat. Put it on bread. The ringing of bells makes me flinch, and then realize that I haven't been paying attention during the latter half of class at all.
What else is new then?
I look at the assortment of sketches traveling up and down the margins of my notebook. The only thing I got done in the last hour.
And they're all doodles of ponies.
And birds. Feeling vaguely disappointed in myself, I pack up and get to the hallway.
Well, howdy there.
Rin is standing right outside the door, her presence stopping me in my tracks as soon as I spot her. You took something of mine.
Now I'm going to take something that's yours. And she produces a knife that she was hiding in her throat.
Yeah, like solely a character. Her posture is relaxed as always, but I suddenly feel like I just ate a crowbar.
Oh well. Funny, you just predicted your own future.
Yes, Isao. It's funny that you would do that, considering that you're addicted to Half-Life.
Yes, it's funny you would specifically mention a crowbar.
I'm having a hard time meeting her gaze. She doesn't seem to have any trouble looking at me, but those dark eyes are making me feel flustered for no reason.
Okay, so now that her eyes are dark, but before they were actually bright, the opposite of dark in that scene before. So I think it was a mistake.
Again, lighting most likely.
But she has dark eyes.
It's hard to look straight at her, so I turn my face away a little. No! I thought I stopped you ahead of time. I don't know what one should say in this kind of situation. You have nice tie?
Your hair looks like butterfly vomit.
You know the butterflies from Alice in Wonderland? The animation? They would look nice. Then again, I rarely know...
So one time I met this Mexican guy, right? And
Then again,
I don't know where this is going, but it's probably racist.
then again, I rarely know what to say to Rin in any given situation. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, so everything's normal? I try to get rid of the awkwardness in my voice and invoke a more natural way of speaking. I suddenly worry about where I should put my hands.
A more natural way of speaking.
It feels like they're in the way somehow.
I am suddenly very educated, as you can see.
Yes, this is how one acts natural. How are you feeling? You were pretty out of it yesterday.
I'm suddenly turning into Dan Green for no reason whatsoever. I'm okay. What do you mean, yesterday?
Oh, don't play dumb.
No, she might really don't remember.
Yeah. You don't remember?
I don't remember you sounding like Dan Green.
She tilts her head to the side like a bird, looking somewhat confused.
Yeah, that's her confused expression, by the way.
Yes, the one that looks like it's drunk.
Remember what? I have a pretty bad memory.
About yesterday? About yesterday.
We exchanged a promise with our lips.
Yes, our lips met on the sunlight of your bedroom.
This is the best day of my life.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was so stupid what I said. Why is it so funny to you?
Oh my god. I miss this game so much. It always pulls out the better of us.
Except the worst of us at times.
Okay. What about yesterday?
I came to see you and...
Our lips took a vacation to Hawaii. I don't remember that kind of thing happening.
How can you not remember the buzzing of the hula girls in your head?
Well, there was a buzzing noise, yes, at some point.
She really doesn't remember. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel disheartened all the same.
I remember that I promised to show you my one place, though. Did that happen for real? Well, you'll certainly show me a couple of places, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh my. Maybe I just think that I remember that, and I really don't. Maybe it was all just a dream. Maybe all reality is just my own dream, and I'm really in the Matrix.
No.
No, that would be kind of stupid.
Yes, it'd be like that Star Oceans Till the End of Time plot twist. Which is stupid. No, that was real too.
Okay. Do you want to go? What?
I don't want to go to those places.
What? What's gotten into you?
Because she said she wants to show us places. And she wants to take us there now.
Oh, she's going to take us to Suplex City at this rate.
Now?
Yeah?
Well, sure, why not? Is it far?
It's 3 inches from your face. We need to fix that. It's not...
To go.
Okay.
Okay.
Davar, get your mind out of the gutter.
It's not in the gutter. I'm trying to stay out of it as much as possible. This is why I'm laughing, because I'm trying to get out of it. Together we walk downstairs and then outside.
Together.
The usual summer day, whirring cicadas and all greet us. It's immensely hot. Yeah, like right now. Don't say hot. And without the air conditioning, thank you, open window not having any wind coming through, the classrooms offer, I start sweating immediately.
Well, it is summer, alright.
We start along the tree-lined pathway that leads towards the dorms.
Ooh.
The cherry tree offers shade, with the sunlight blinking through the holes in the canopy. The light creates
Isao, of all the times to observe nature, this isn't the time. Besides, you've been observing nature pretty much since day one. Jeez, Isao.
I know.
We get it. The trees are beautiful. We can see them.
The trees
Move
will
on.
not. The trees will not go out with you, man. They don't want to come back to be with you.
Well, unless it's the last unicorn in which you can actually win the affection of a tree.
The light creates a chaotic pattern of shadows, dappled with bright places where the beams hit the pavement. Please do not bring that genie Yapple Dapple in here.
What did you just say?
You know that one character from Laugh Olympics they put in Hanna-Barbera? You know, that genie that goes, Yapple Dapple!
Well, I am very thankful that I never watched the Laugh Olympics. I don't think I would have had anything to laugh about, honestly.
Well, yes, even though it had Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo, and all that.
Okay, honestly, Hanna-Barbera cartoons in the 70s and
Were
were
weird.
actually the worst thing ever. So, yeah.
Rin's eyes are wandering in every direction but mine. I get the feeling that it's intentional.
Oh yes, it's a conspiracy of the trees that... Oh, we're in this forest again.
The trees, they are watching us, perving over us.
Wait, is this the happening?
She leads me to the back gate once again, taking us through it and into the forest beyond as before. The dropping temperature and the drastically reduced levels of light make it feel like the forest is swallowing us into the cavernous belly.
I'm having a distinct sense of déjà vu.
Yes.
That seemed like the exact same monologuing he had the first time he went inside this forest.
Did Rin go back a few days from taking so many pills?
Oh, I get it. It's Amy who traveled back in time with Rin. Because she can travel through time with her running. We established that trait.
Yes.
That headcanon trait.
We
man. Okay, wait, I get it. Amy and Rin are like Rick and Morty. Amy's like, Rin, we're gonna go back in time, Rin. We're gonna go back in time. We have to change this past, Rin. You get it, Rin. It's important we do this, Rin. Shut up, Rin. Because, you don't get it, Rin. It's important, this, Rin. And Rin is like, oh, gee, I don't know, Amy.
Except Rin and Emmy be more funny.
Actually, I really like Rick and Morty. I think it's one of the funniest adult cartoons in years.
Okay, we head uphill along the same...
How do you not like Rick and Morty? Honestly.
I don't know.
What's wrong with...
I don't know. It just doesn't seem to click with me and my humor. We head uphill along the same path as last time, snaking around trees.
It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Around boulders, over roots and rocks, past wild undergrowth. Birds sing somewhere in the woods socialists for the humming background music of
Rain.
the treetops.
Rain, you gotta turn into a car, Rain. You just gotta.
We go past the small clearing with the big maple that is now called the worry tree.
Oh, I remember the worry tree.
Yes, we all remember the worry tree. Right next door to the wholesome tree. The climb steepens.
That's and that over there, that's the birch.
And
that's
the lodge.
That's the oak tree.
Then becomes easier again. I have to stop a few times to catch my breath and hurry after Rin, who doesn't stop to wait for me. Soon I'm out of breath again.
Oh geez, maybe you should have taken a few rounds of running with Emmy.
Yes, and plus it seems like as if we going further.
Also, did we just walked so deep into the forest we actually ended up in Vietnam?
I think so.
This seems like the very first shot in Apocalypse Now. Is the forest going to explode in a fiery inferno any second now, while the freaking doors play in the background?
Apparently Rin is going to confess here. I'm a vampire, and I just blew up our school just now.
You have never watched Apocalypse Now, have you?
Not really, no.
I made like 3 distinct references to Apocalypse Now earlier on. You didn't pick on them, so that was my clue.
Suddenly the trees end and we emerge from the forest. The boundary of the woods is sharp and abrupt, as though a line had been drawn to mark it.
So what I'm saying is that go watch Apocalypse Now.
Okay, I'll watch the Apocalypse Now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Aren't you so clever? Aren't you so mother freaking clever? I should strangle you.
Oh, I know I've got my day when you say that. The hill continues.
That's the dumbest thing you said all night. Congratulations.
I don't freaking care. The hill continues to climb up a little further ahead, but from here to the top, it's a rocky meadow. Patches of grass and
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
And small bushes that look like they are growing straight from the rock.
Okay, apparently now we're... what is this? Is this even the same continent anymore?
Rin took us so far that... apparently, not far means about 2 hours, apparently.
Where is this game set exactly?
No one knows.
Is this Wonderland, where nothing makes sense?
We soon reach the highest point, with the forest behind us and the view to every direction opening in front of our eyes.
Yes, you can see the 4 states that surround us, because we're like in Springfield.
The city lies far below and away, lazily reveling in the quiet afternoon mood. You can see pretty far from here, and the vista is beautiful. I wonder how high up we are.
I don't know. Windows Vista is not all that popular anymore.
No. And now we have Windows 10 that spies on you every time everything you do.
I am reticent to switch to Windows 10. I think I'm going to stick with Windows 8.1 for now.
I'm sticking with Windows 7 as much as I can. I breathe the fresh air and feel my heart rate slowly going back down. I think I might have overdone it a bit. A higher pulse is dangerous for me. I'm feeling fine right now, though. The wind picks up, ruffling my hair and causing the trees below us to sway. It makes the grass undulate in waves as the breeze sweeps across the hilltop.
Okay, that's good to know. Moving on.
Sun shines from the open skies upon us, a few clouds passing by to shadow it. What was painful heat before is now gentle warmth.
And today we're going to have sunny with a small chance of pretentious descriptions of nature.
I take a good look around. The hilltop is pretty in the way nature often is. Well, yeah, because nature. Unplanned harmony, found in the natural arrangement of things.
Isao, the 1960s called They Want Their Hippie Slang Back.
The most striking feature is the abundance of small yellow flowers. They're literally everywhere in this small meadow. I can't help commenting on it.
Oh, you don't say!
You comment on anything, everything.
You've been commenting on it for the past 10 minutes or so. Jeez!
Wow, a lot of flowers.
That's a lot of fish.
Was that a joke?
Yeah? Do you know this kind? They will fly away.
Oh wait, is this the lion's paw from Valkyria Chronicles?
Now I think that's what the flowers are about to do because they cannot stand to hear Isao talk anymore. Or mental he's mental monologuing so loudly anyone can hear him.
Yes, the flowers are trying to fly off the painting. Yeah, dandelions. Dandelions? That's a weed, isn't it?
I don't know. Have you tried to smoke it?
Not that sort of weed, you big... Okay, so you're apparently trying to counter my dumb with another dumb.
No, I actually thought you meant that kind of weed.
No, garden weeds.
Okay. There are not many of them at the school because they cut the grass so often. Nobody cuts grass up here. Up here in Congo, or whatever this place is in.
Welcome to Valhalla, by the way, Hisao.
Jeez, you're actually dead.
The fragile-looking flowers will soon turn white and fluffy like cotton, and the wind will carry their seeds away.
Oh, that's very romantic.
I crouched down to look at one tiny yellow flower, silently basking... Hisao, take your face away from the dandelion!
The dandelion is feeling a bit uncomfortable by receiving all this attention from you.
And some of the police just jump on him and then arrest him.
You arrest a dandelion. That's a federal crime. That's a crime against nature. Nature has sued you for everything you got.
Silently basking in the sunlight. There's not a hint of white yet, so it's still waiting for its time to be fulfilled. I brush my fingers against it. Against the delicate yellow petals. Feel the soft texture in my fingertips. It feels nostalgic somehow. I hear Rin approaching from behind and stand back up to face her. She has a weird look on her face. She knows! Run for it! Jump out the window! Oh wait, that plan won't work.
We are already outside. Yeah, I can see the problem with that. Well, all you have to do is run towards the nearest building, which is in Kenya at this rate, and find a window and jump into the window. So problem solved.
You're going to run like Kenyans!
Oh, for frick's sake, Tavar! Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but reference power first.
Okay, I understand that actually.
Something on your mind?
I don't know, it's just...
I want to kiss you. Oh, big rinse.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of text. So, okay, let's get started then. You just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily, and it makes me confused, and I really don't remember much about yesterday except that you came to my room, and that's why it might be because of me, so it's because of me I think that I know why. It's because people don't really like talking to me, and you might be the same, and that would be said. I know that people and talking about others than Emmy to always say strange, that I talk strange things, so I thought I try not to say strange things, but that just makes me think more new strange and colorful. That was not a good word, but maybe you understand in way of things. Oh my god!
She's babbling!
Say something and don't really know how, and then the words are not the same as the thoughts because something goes wrong on the way out, but it's not like the thoughts are really the thing I should be saying. It's more like the idea of the thought or the feeling of the idea of the feeling, but it's not really any of those either because these words are pretty a mess. I read the new one which is not really useful, so I've been thinking and doing things better than saying. So maybe because yesterday I took those pills and I was feeling a little strange, I might have done something I shouldn't, and besides I don't even know if I would be any better if I just say that what? There is no telepathy that's real telepathy, and there I think it'd be terrible and useful at the same time, but right now I wouldn't mind because misunderstanding is so easy, but understanding is not that, and I thought
I grasp her shoulder and squeeze her hard to make her stop. I
Okay.
don't...
Okay, honestly, whomever wrote the dialogues and the lines for Rin deserves a reward of some description. The word deserves a Pulitzer Prize, deserves a writing Nobel Prize. It deserves the Nobel Prize for literature. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, everything she says is such a... Seriously, whoever came up with these dialogues for Rin is a genius, is a writing genius. Oh my gosh! Can you believe the wall of text that I just went through? Jeez!
I know.
Jeez!
I got lost.
God. Oh my god! I can't believe I managed to read all of that.
I don't have the capacity to take
Oh
all
my
that in at once.
I need to drink.
Even Madhog couldn't take all that in at once.
Mm.
Rin shuts up instantly.
Oh my gosh.
Take a breath.
Yeah, please. For the love of God. Breathe.
I'm not upset. Why would I be? I'm just a little confused. But it's alright. I wonder if I was making a face you didn't like again. I guess I've been thinking about yesterday all the time. Maybe I looked weird. I wish I had a mirror with me all the time. No need to get it all said at once. I'll listen if you talk slower.
It just came out, like me burping right now. Pardon me. It just came out. Sorry, I'm okay now. I just wanted to say something that I didn't mean that much. Okay then. It's weird, isn't it?
She looks at me with a surprisingly timid expression, one that I haven't seen before. I can't help but laugh a little.
Let's laugh at her awkwardness. Everybody, laugh at her awkwardness.
No. This is terrible to laugh at. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, the pretty piano music says I should be touched by this moment.
Oh, stupid sad piano music telling me how I should feel.
You are a pretty weird person, but there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for being worried about me, but I'm going to get better. I told you that yesterday, but I guess you don't remember that either.
I don't. I wonder what else I forgot. Hopefully nothing important, like my own name. That'd be terrible.
Well, you kissed me.
Okay. I did?
Yeah, you did. On the lips.
And then we got married in Las Vegas.
I try to sound as matter-of-fact as I can, but I worry that I might be blushing again.
Did you kick me?
What?
What?
No, I think Emmy kicked you.
What?
No, why would I do that?
Then it's all good, right? It's okay, right? I didn't forget my name.
Okay, so she's not thinking about the kiss.
Okay, she followed up that non sequitur with another non sequitur.
Yeah.
Classic Rin.
Yeah.
Vintage Rin, I should say.
Yes, vintage. 2015 Rin. Yeah, it's okay. I wish I was more suave so that I could come up with a better follow-up to that. But nothing comes to mind. It's a good thing that Rin has more to say. It makes you feel relieved somehow.
I think I should say sorry. I'm really bad with people. Aw. Some things are hard to understand. Like jellyfish. Do you understand jellyfish? Nobody understands jellyfish.
Yes, those jellyfish bastards can live forever.
They can?
I know a certain type of jellyfish can.
Interesting.
I guess not.
People are like jellyfish to me. I don't understand.
Now it's her turn to make a face I don't really like seeing.
Now I feel really sad, actually. I've never really had friends.
Oh.
Okay, save the game.
Okay,
This is a decision. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot you have decisions to make in this game. Oh boy.
Alright, did I save it? Yeah, I saved it at Dandelions.
Okay.
Okay, back to the game.
Okay, what about me?
Nah, I'm your friend for one. I mean, think about it. We already talk a lot to each other, and we've gotten upset at each other, and then forgiven the other for it. That's what they call friendship.
Friendship is...
No.
Okay. Friendship is...
It's custard.
Oh no, not a freaking pie custard again. God dang it, Discworld, you ruined custard for me for life. It's really nice of you to say that. I have always been able to tell everything to
Pencils.
To pencils and paints and paper. They are my best friends.
Well, they should be, considering that you work with them a lot.
Well, they used to be best friends, but then Pencil betrayed me with paper. Cheated on me with paper. They went on the prom without me. Anyway, it is harder with people. I have to use words. That is hard for me.
You and me both, sister.
I can relate with Rin in so many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. You told me about how you forget. Rin nods at me wordlessly, and I dare to attempt showing her a little encouraging smile. I hope I do it properly. She doesn't reply in any way. I feel really glad. The distance Rin puts between herself and everything else has made me feel really uneasy ever since I met her. If we become real friends, I'm sure I could understand her more. I'm sure that this way, we can close the gap of understanding between us.
Good luck with that.
My thoughts don't transmit to Rin. She seems lost deep in thought, wandering amidst the sea of yellow flowers, covering the grassy hilltop. It's just as well.
Okay, now you went back to describe the nature around you. That's just great.
You are a true romantic, you know that. Time passes, the breeze making the taller grass sway gently in time with the wind. Rin hums a little song to herself, so quietly that I can't tell what it is, if it's even anything at all. A stronger gust sweeps over the hilltop, and the sound of the trees and the wind buries the song away. I check my watch.
Cat blasted songbirds.
I check my watch more out of habit more than anything else. It's 4:30 all right now, on this Saturday afternoon. Rin looks into the distant horizon with that odd blank stare of hers, as if she were looking at nothing at all. Her pupils are dark and quiet like a pair of deep, still ponds.
Okay. You are going to become better, right?
A better kisser? Yeah, you do it in practice? Sure.
Me too. You know, I'm going to talk to that friend of the teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place and work hard to get all that done. I decided that just now, you know? But I think I knew it all along. I had the feeling for a long time now that I am going to change, even if I hate it and don't want it. Even if I wanted to, I would change. Like I am not enough the way I am. I think this could be a good way to do it because it's like a straight line. Like I've learned all the things in my life so far just for this. It's just art, and it's the only thing I really know. I know what I'm going to do, so it's good. I'm not afraid at all.
Good for you, Rin.
I feel like I always do. Is that weird?
No. No, not at all.
That was beautiful, Rain.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
It was. I close my eyes and give in to the irresistible sensation that has been growing inside of me all week long.
And it's not an erection this time.
Madhog, you ruined it!
Well, somebody had to.
No! You...
Well, it's a payoff for the joke that we pretty much set up at the beginning of this thing.
I float up towards the surface of my own life. The pressure of being underwater slowly diminishes. The weightless sensation becomes stronger. I break the surface of the water, lifting my head into the sunlight, and inhale deeply, breathing in fresh air as if for the first time in a long, long while.
Oh, did she get closer?
Yeah, she did.
Or did the world just shrunk?
Both. My lungs fill with oxygen, and I open my eyes to see Rin's peaceful, determined face.
Yay.
We walk down the slope carefully and slowly.
Yes, back into the Vietnam forest that's about to burn down.
And slowly to avoid falling down. Rin is in the lead and me a few steps behind. Rin surely can do this. Even if she can't, she's going to pull through.
Good for her.
I'm sure that I can keep my head above water too from now on. The sun sets behind our backs, setting the world ablaze in its orange glow.
Oh my god, it really is burning down! Run for your life!
I keep watching the back of the red-headed girl descending the path a few steps ahead of me. If it's only this much, this distance between us is definitely within my reach.
Yeah!
Oh.
Ooh! Oh, new chapter! New chapter!
Ooh.
Sweet.
Act 3. Distance.
Okay, this is a good time to stop, actually.
Yes, it is, actually. And we are going to be introduced to this gentleman again.
And we know, yes, Professor
Porky
Jeff
Pig.
Porky Pig. Professor Porky Goldblum.
Professor Bloom. Professor
guy.
Porky Boom.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for joining us, everybody. And now we're going to stop this installment of Katawa Shoujo, as it is now.
Yeah.
We most certainly made a few decisive progress today. I dare say. We explore a little bit more of Rin, we explore a little bit more about ourselves, and we are starting to build a solid relationship between us. Now it's all about having that distance between us removed in its entirety.
Indeed.
We'll be seeing you next time, you hopeless romance lovers and the bar.
Hey, I'm a hopeless romantic, you know, more than anything.
Yes. Yes, we know that. So hopefully, by the time we return, they'll be finished rebuilding the school after it burned down from the forest becoming ablaze all of a sudden. Oh man. Okay. And I guess now good night, everybody.
Yes, good night and take care to all you lovely people out there.
Yes. And watch out for butterfly vomit, I guess.
And watch out and always have gay thoughts, every one of you.
Yes. And don't forget to take pills for that insistent erection of yours. That could be embarrassing in public areas, you know? Just saying. There are pills for that, you know, that reverse the effect of the erection, you know?
And places.
Back to my story about acne. So my mouth was completely filled to the top. I was basically some sort of...
I'm stopping this recording.
I would talk only like this.